President Biden back on the campaign trail a day after his high-stakes news conference. The president arriving in Detroit late this afternoon as he and his team continue to try and persuade lawmakers, donors, and voters that he is the best choice to lead the country for another 4 years. But 18 members of his own party in Congress are calling for him to bow out of the race in the wake of a poor performance during his debate with former President Donald Trump. The stakes are high as President Biden heads to a campaign rally in the swing state of Michigan. Biden hoping to build momentum after his unscripted press conference last night following the NATO summit in Washington, D.C.
I think I'm the most qualified person to run for president.
While proving he still has a deep understanding and control of foreign affairs issues, he committed a number of gaffes that his critics pointed at today.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. We're going to beat President Putin, President Zelensky.
And then mixing up Vice President Harris for his GOP rival Donald Trump.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
The president laughed off those mistakes and went on to tout the resilient economy and defend his foreign policy record.
Have you seen a more successful conference? Find me a world leader who didn't think it was.
Still, a growing number of congressional Democrats continue to call on Biden to drop out of the race. Directly following the press conference, we're told House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries met with the president. In a letter to colleagues, Jeffries says he expressed the full breadth of insight, heartfelt perspectives, and conclusions about the path forward that the caucus has shared. Jeffries does not say if he told Biden to remain in the race or drop out. And stay with Eyewitness News for continued coverage on the race for the White House. Next Monday through Thursday, ABC News Live will have live coverage of the Republican National Convention starting at 9 p.m. The coverage will continue right here on Channel 7 at 10.